for quite a while. We're going to be playing Papers, Please. So if you've never... I just have to turn the volume down a bit. There we go. Let me know if it's still too quiet. If you've never heard of this, it's... I'm not even really sure how to explain it. It's a border guard simulator, I guess you would put it. It's kind of an interesting thing to do. And there's multiple endings. I thought about taking a vote for the endings, but I think I'll just try to get an ending I want, and I'll later take a vote for any other endings people want to see. But you can see that I've got a lot of days here. And we're just gonna go ahead and wipe everything out just because I don't really care. Yeah, it's basically not Russia, so let's go ahead and start a new game. Congratulations! The October Labor Lottery is complete. Your name was pulled. For immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission at Christine Border Checkpoint. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Greston. Expect a Class 8 dwelling, which is, from what I understand, quite a shithole. Glory to Arstotzka. And we'll walk to work. I believe I have this on easy mode still, and I mostly just play on easy mode because it's not fun to have to completely redo stuff if you mess up a couple of times. But we'll find out. So the way this game works is that when you first get into the little border guard checkpoint here, you notice that there's nothing really that's going on. The timer does not start until you hit this for the first time. And what you can do is you can raise and lower the gate here. It doesn't do anything gameplay-wise, it's just there. This is something very important to keep in mind because this is a height chart, which you're going to need to check, people. You can see a transcript of what a person has told you here. And here is basically the book that has everything. You have the basic rules, which tells you really the rules that that you need. For day one, it's very easy. All that is needed is that entrants need a passport, and Arstotzka city citizens are the only ones that are let in. And that's literally it. The passport doesn't need to be accurate, as far as I'm aware. They just need to have a passport. So we will approve any Arstotzkan citizens and with a passport and deny literally everybody else. I'm generally going to be keeping this up here in the little playing field because we're going to need it in a minute because of this. When looking at passports, you will have to look at the issuing city to see if it's correct, the passport appearance to see if it's correct, and we will later be dealing with diplomatic seals that we're going to be having to deal with. So this is going to be up because I'm just going to have to keep checking because I'm not going to be able to remember any of it, I guarantee you. So this is you're approved and denied. The way you deal with people is you drag their passport here, you approve it or you deny it, and then you hand it back to them along with any other papers they have, and then they will either leave into Arstotzka or they will leave out of Arstotzka. I would love to have a printout cheat sheet, but I can't print anything. So that's not going to work. Also, you can see here that says KG. This is a weight. So you can, if you can, like, they'll give you like an ID card that has their weight later on. You can check that. This is the date that you can check for expiring, and this is basically your timer. It's not that easy to watch, but if it starts to flash, that means you're almost out of time. So let's take a look at this now that I've explained most everything about the booth. From the Ministry of Admission, Inspector, welcome to your new position at Greston Border Checkpoint. Stamp passport, entry visa, and return documents to entrant. Entry is restricted to Arstotzkan citizens only. Deny all foreigners. And this is telling you, this is paying attention to passport nationality. This tells you a few things about the booth. And this is the news. This does not matter right now, but it will matter a bit later. So let's go ahead and check. So Arstotzkans use the title image, which is an eagle with, looks like a shield on the stomach. Issuing cities is... So here are the districts, because since this is our country, they'll have like different ID cards. We only ever have to worry about the districts for Arstotzka. We'll never have to worry about anything else. Then we have the issuing cities. So yeah, like I said, as far as I know, nothing actually has to be accurate the first day. So we're just gonna try to approve and deny without looking at anything else and see how that goes. So the moment you hit that, the timer starts and you are on the clock. You need to finish as many people as you can in one day. Not the districts. There are issuing cities, but that's it. Also, one thing is, you see this little notch here in the road. If they get to there and you do not have a citation, you have done it correctly. You will get a citation before they actually get to that point. So, if they get past it and there's no citation, you did good. He is not Arstotzka. Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. So, the basic way the game works is you get money for every person you process correctly. So you want to process as many people as you can, but if you mess up, you don't get any money, and you get docked money as well. You get, I think, 2 free mess-ups before it starts taking money away from you. And that's per day, not in general, which is really, really nice. So you also notice the thing down there behind what looks like the little speaker? This tells you how many people you've processed. She is Arstotzka. And yes, we have to actually click that manually every single time. There will be booth upgrades that make things a lot easier, but it's not gonna... we don't have it to start with. Yeah, apparently he did. Apparently he did. She is not Arstotzka, so she does not get to stay. I should just get in the habit of opening this up. At least today. You know... No Arstotzka, no get in. Arstotzka. Also, yeah, it doesn't actually really matter where you stamp it on the passport. You can stamp it over all of their information and the game will still take it. I know it's an anti-frustration feature, but I just find it really funny. Like, see, I can stamp it over her information and it still works. You don't get docked for it or anything. That's the best part. So you see this is starting to flash, which is telling us the day is nearly over. The days will actually get longer as you go into the game to account for all of the information you have to deal with. So don't worry too much about that. No, Arstotzka. No, get in. Also, if a person gets into the booth before the timer is over, you will still get to finish processing that person. So, like, the day will... if there's somebody actually in your booth, the day will not end. Manage your expenses using the checkboxes below. Yeah, easy mode crutch gives you 20 bucks a day, 20 credits a day, and like I said, I only really use that because it's not fun having to replay way many days. I might turn it off for another playthrough, but for the first one, we're gonna stick with it. So, savings is what you start with at the beginning of every day. It's what you have left over, which you see down here. Salary is how many people you process per day. I don't really know what you get per person. I did 50 people and got $75. You can do the math there yourself. You have to pay for rent. You don't have a choice. You can turn off food or heat, but if you turn off either of those, your family can start getting sick. Like, they'll get hungry, they'll get cold, and if they get sick, you'll have to buy medicine or they might die. The game isn't over unless you get evicted for no rent whatsoever, or all of your family dies. Like, 1 or 2 of them can die, but if all of them die, that's when you get a problem. So we have me, we have my lovely wife, we have my son, apparently, we have my mother-in-law, and we have my uncle, which is... I'm going to assume that's my maternal uncle for my own sanity. So here you can see every day you'll get some updates. Mostly they don't really matter. They'll matter a little bit more a bit later. For right now, it's mostly just flavor of what's going on. Let's see. Ministry Admission, Official Bulletin, Inspector. From today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth inspection hardware is now installed. Check all passport information carefully for discrepancies. Deny any entrant with inconsistent information. And this is just telling me about inspect mode. Basically, with inspect mode, you can select one thing and select something else to bring up a discrepancy. Like, if they give you an expired passport, you can select this and the date on their passport to tell them that it's expired, and then you can deny it. You actually are not required to do this yet. You can just deny stuff that you know is incorrect, but I prefer doing that for flavor's sake. But yeah, the uncaring gloves are now officially off. We have to actually pay attention and do work now. So also, you don't actually have to flip this up. You can just leave it down. The person who comes in will flip it up automatically. Let's see. Entry with a valid passport. So let's see. You are Impor. That is correct. Inkyo, 1014, 1983, 1124, 1982. That looks right to me. I'm not going to promise that I will get these perfect, because I absolutely will not. I'm going to make mistakes. I love this game, but I wouldn't say I'm very, very good at it. So let's see. She is in Integria. So that passport matches. Saint Marmiro. 114. Up. Click on that. We can talk to her about it. And we deny her because her passport's expired. You can't get anyone an expired passport. What are you thinking, man? He is Arstotzka. So, Paradinza, 111284. He is still very good. So because it says female, I do not feel... We are a racist, transphobic border guard. You have to do that stuff. It will not let you get away with letting people in through that sort of thing. That's just how the game works. Nobody ever said we were the good guys. Expiry date 14 or 84. You look good, sir. Who is next? What are you? You are Kolechia. I don't think the actual passport ones are reforged, thinking about it. Yuriko City, that looks right. Female 84. That looks all correct. Yeah, okie dokie. So 83, East Creston, female. That all looks good. I do not, actually. Is there a tip about the ones that leave cards? You are Oberstan. Lauren does. Whoop! Somebody's jumping the border. Yeah, that, when that happens, your day is cut short whether you like it or not. For an obvious reason, as you can probably see right there. I did not know that ones that leaves cards would never be inaccurate, though. I will have to keep that in mind, because that is very good to know. So yeah, with days with terrorist attack, which are gonna happen, you're really not going to be in a good state. So that's why you kind of want to keep a little float in your savings. It's terrorist strike at Greston, Kalechian agitators suspected. So apparently we're going to be getting more guards as well. I don't believe these guys were here before, and there definitely were not 3 here before. Alright, entry for non-citizens is now regulated. All foreigners require a valid entry ticket. Verify information before stamping passport, entry visa, and returning all documents to the entrant. Yeah, so when it comes to documents, in order to get them to... You cannot deny them immediately if they do not have their document on the table. You have to actually ask them first. And by doing that, you get to the rulebook and you get to basic rules, and it'll say like, such and such requires this. You have to click on that and then click on the empty table to get them to do that. You have to do that. You will get dinged if they actually had the paper and just didn't produce it because, you know, common sense to ask for it. So let's see. Do we have anything about the entry ticket? I think the entry ticket is actually just a very basic ticket that has an expiration date. Since we don't have any information or pictures of it. Also, I don't have that card no more. Let's see. So the first thing you want to do is you want to check the entry ticket. And it is valid, because that is today. Because if their entry ticket is invalid, you can refuse them much quicker. 84, her passport is active, United Federation. Shingleton. And she looks... Her gender, that looks good. Ma'am? Your ticket? 1125.82. Okay, she just forgot her ticket, that's all. That's why I ask. That's why I ask, ma'am. Alright. Lauren Dawes. Female, her passport is not expired. Looking good. Let's see. 1125.82. Another one of those. Thanks, ma'am, I guess. She is from Impor, so let's see. Alright, if they give you something, then they are always accurate. I'm good, Ava, but thanks. I'm gonna have to remember that tip. That's a really good tip for, was it just foreigners that required an entry ticket? Yeah, foreigners, so Arstotzkans are still fine. East Greston. Up. I'm sorry, ma'am, you cannot come in with an expired passport. Wouldn't you get that renewed for multiple years before you leave? Okay. 1125.82, that is alright. 84, that is correct. She looks her gender, that is correct. MER, GER, OUS. That looks correct. Also, thank you, ma'am. I was gonna close it, but I don't need it to. Oh, sir. Yes, it is your mistake. I'm sorry, sir, but you need to leave. Please read your documents carefully. Let's see. 1125.82. Good. This doesn't look like you. I'm sorry, you need to leave. That does not look like that is you on your passport. Also, again, you don't have to do what I'm doing, but you're going to need to do it later on, so it's better to get in the... Well, hello! Get in the habit. Sir, you're... You have nothing. You've literally brought me nothing. Goodbye. I think he actually counts as as somebody you process. I don't know for sure. Alright, Arstotzka. Oh. Sir. Sir, you have a forged passport. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I would like to arrest you, but I cannot arrest you, so I'm simply just going to have to ask you to leave. Sir, you are missing something. Let's see. 11/25/82. Okay, so there's another one that just kind of forgot he needed to present it. That's fine. Publia. BOSTAN, BOSTUN, mail, and his passport is not expired. Have a good day, sir. Welcome to Arstotzka. You have an entry ticket for me? You do. And it is the right date. Look at these people reading their stuff. Yeah. Sometimes it is better to double check just in case. TSUN, KIEDO. And passport is not expired. And I'm getting so many people who are actually reading. Let's see. That's probably going to Buzz. 25/82. Nope, I still got another hour. So his ticket is fine. United Federation. Great Rapid. Your passport is expired, sir. It is not a typographical error. Yeah! I still love Deceased Crab's response to it, I'm not gonna lie. 582. Yeah, and see, you can see that I will get to finish before we end. Oh, when like the fourth person said that to him, he handed back their passport and screams, "You're a typographical error!" So I got 65 today. Yeah, if you have the easy mode crutch and you do pretty good, you're gonna get a lot of money, but it's the later days that are really gonna wreck you. I would heavily suggest watching Deceased Crab's playthrough of Papers, Please. I may not like everything he does, but that was pretty fantastic. Black Mark activity explodes. Checkpoint expansion postponed. Alright, what have you got for me today, Ministry? Stricter credential requirements have been instituted. Arstotzkan citizens must now show their ID card. Foreigners must secure and present a valid entry permit. Entry tickets are no longer sufficient. New chapter detailing document features have been added to your rulebook. Yeah, the audio transcript is like if they say one thing and their document says something else, then you have to point it out. So here are the districts we saw. It is also listed on the Arstotzka map page, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Here's the entry permit. Must have one of these valid seals, and it must and obviously all the information must match. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave it back into the contents page just for now. So I have a feeling the very first person is gonna have an entry ticket. What do you want to bet? Oh, nope. Visiting relatives, duration of stay, 1 month. Enter by 2/12/16. She's good on that. QTCR, HB. Number of matches. I'm just going to. Okay. Her appearance matches. Her thing is not expired. And Federation is. Christ City. That is a K, right? Yeah, that's a K. That matches. That all matches up. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, so he's working for 6 months, he said, I believe. What is passport? What is entry? It is a thing you do not get. Go away. Do you really think it's going to work? Asking a border guard what a passport is? Ticket is not acceptable. You have to have a permit. I feel really bad for the people who bought an entry ticket for it only to expire in 1 day. Like, I feel for you. I really do. I promise. 83. Her passport's fine. That looks right. Name is correct. Tuesday. That is correct. What did she say? She plans to... game? Okay, something has just happened here. Hold on a second. I really do not like games that will just spontaneously let you grab the corner. And this is still not fixed. What is okay? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart the game. You will have to restart the day, but it should at least fix it. I really hate games that just let you drag the size. Just lock the ratio, please. Or at least give us an option to not drag it around. There we go. Okay, I will try to be a little bit more careful. I'm sorry about that. Where were we? We were here. Yeah, I want to know how he got a permit without actually... without a passport. The, like, dude, playing dumb about your passport is never going to work. Why did you think it would? Is it friends? 2 weeks, that is good. 1220, that is good. Alright. Pulling Sasha, that looks right. Her thing is not expired. And the issuing city is correct. Welcome to Arstotzka, ma'am. Please enjoy your stay. Are you going to ask me what a passport is? Oh, good. She actually has her passport. Passport is current. Integria. Adagross, that is correct. She looks her gender. She said visit for 12 weeks, didn't she? Come for visit for a couple of weeks. GFR3, EV. Wendy Olivia. 1232, that all looks good. Oh. I always appreciate the ones that are competent. You kind of have to. Oh boy. I'm sorry, but I can't. You have to leave. I feel for you, ma'am. I really do. But I'm not the one who makes the rules. I just have to follow them. Let's see. Transit. 14 days. 12/15/82. That looks good. 84. That looks right. P4 3MC. Leo Panin, that looks correct. Enkyo, that looks good. Welcome to Arstotzka, sir. If nothing else, requiring an entry permit at least weeds out the people who can't read. Let's see. Ma'am? 6 months visit. How did you get a new entry permit that... How? Ma'am, I'm sorry, but I cannot. I think you need to talk to whoever gave you that entry permit because they've cheated you. Yeah, that's definitely a fake. Let's see. 2 months transit and duration of stay is 2 weeks. 1282, that is good. And 907 or 7 BCC. That is good. That looks right? Yeah, that looks right. That is definitely her on the picture, so her entry permit looks good. Lauren does. Yeah, everything looks good. Welcome to Arstotzka, ma'am. What have you got for me? She's immigrating, so obviously the duration is forever. 1282 is correct. No, apparently that looks like her, just her hair is not matched. Her hair is shorter. I already see a much bigger problem, though. Your name is not, Oh! Oh, I actually have access to being able to call them on this now. Name, us. Yeah, you, your thing is not correct. You need to leave. I forgot they installed the fingerprint thing when they actually, Oh, hello. Cobra-stan! There is so much wrong here, I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to say no. I think you need to leave, sir. Please come back with a real one, not just a better one. Thank you. Okay, Arstotzkan. Arstotzka. Orvech Fauner. That's correct, it has not expired. His picture matches, the gender matches. Alton District. Oh, we got a problem. We have a problem, sir. Oh, sir. Sir. Why? Why do you do this? Do you really think I'm not going to find out? Supposed to visit for 2 weeks. It is not expired. 27F6, 27F6. Yara Jacob. Her passport is not expired. That does in fact look like her. Female. Probably Bastan. That looks good. Welcome to Arstotzka, ma'am. Yeah, Arstotzkans only need the ID. They don't need an entry permit. It's only foreigners that need the entry permit. This is not you. Is it? That is you! Okay, you must have been on some hard times, sir. Nicholas Costan. I can take my time now since it's, at VOTNS, CC05M. What did he say? I have job. He stayed for 2 months. That is correct. And Integria. Glorian, Glorian. That all looks good, sir. Have a nice day. The rent has gone up. That is very unfortunate. So is Windows being a twit. Okay, we're still doing good. We're still doing good. So we'll go to sleep. Oh, hello! This is new! Republican track star wanted for murder. Vince Lestrade's whereabouts unknown. Has likely fled Republia. Vince Lestrade profile. So this Vince Lestrade man, is a fugitive. Interesting. You are now authorized to detain suspicious individuals. Interrogate discrepancies to enable detention option. So if somebody has like a forged passport or something now, we can now detain them. It's Lestrade, You should probably keep an eye out for that name. I don't know if he'd actually be stupid enough to come through a rather tight border, but let's try to keep an eye out for old Vincey here. Let's see. Transit. 2 days. It is not expired. And I already see a major problem here. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry. You need to leave. Trip. Transit, and he will be 2 weeks. It is valid. G5, that matches. Kaylin Lambert, that name looks correct. That looks good. Let's see, you are from Republia. Lesren Adi, that looks right. The passport is not expired, and it is definitely you on there. Welcome to Arstotzka, sir. Please enjoy your stay. I'd give you a card for a hooker club, but I appear to have misplaced it. Hi. Oh, I'll let you through. In a specific way, sir. I did not expect him to come through that quickly. It could take a couple days, actually, for him to show up. Let's see, transit for 2 days. It is valid. SKUSF 78665. Slight problem here, sir. Do you now? You don't mind giving me your fingerprints, then? Yeah, sir. Sir. Oh, sir. Oh, I have to... There we go. Sir. Oh, sir. Why, sir? Why do you make me do this sort of thing? Get a legitimate permit. It can't be that hard. Well, actually, it probably could be, but that's not my problem. Transit. 2 days. Okay. 0QD, Q4, VTP. That is not expired. That lines up, that lines up. I can't tell at a glance with the names. They line up. Let's see. United Federation. Cresta City, Cresta City. That all lines up. Please have a terrible time in Arstotzka, and I hope a dog pees on your leg. Transit. 2 days. Up, 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 up. That's a fake. I can't actually call her out for it being a fake, but that was indeed a fake. These things have only existed for 2 days. He is visiting for how long? That's not quite. That's not quite right. That I think is correct. 12 weeks I believe is 3 months. 1282, that is correct. FT, T1K. 4, 8. Yeah, 12 months. Different problem. Your passport is expired. If it's a mistake, you want to talk to whoever and renewed it, because it is definitely expired. Okay. 1282, so that is accurate. Forest. HOR3. Is the name okay? Yeah, the name's alright, and I believe... Yeah, his face is okay. And the seal is correct as well, so that's good. Tegria. St. Marmero, St. Marmero. The name matched, right? Yeah. Oh, looks good! Welcome to Arstotzka. Your wife, she is just after you? Are you his wife? You are indeed his wife. You do not have an entry permit, ma'am. Alright. But you better get yourself properly set up, ma'am. I don't want to see any more trouble or hear any more trouble about you. Also, you hear the warning permits and stuff. I mean, come on, I couldn't send her back if they were going to kill her and her husband got in. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Okay, what did she say? She comes to work for half a year. That is right. Yeah, it gives me chills too. That is accurate. FC6417. That is right. That looks correct. Yeah, that is clearly her in the picture. So all this lines up. So Kolechia. Vidor, her passport is also accurate. That all looks correct. Please enjoy your time in Arstotzka, ma'am. I got a little pin from that lady. That looks nice. Comes to work. 2 months. 1282, that is correct. AM, NLH, UNLH. Checks that matches. That looks like it matches? Yeah. Yeah, that also looks good. His passport is not expired, so this is all good. His passport is not expired. Shingleton, that is correct. You are looking good, my man. Welcome to Arstotzka. So the little pin is... You can see that I've got a list of them here. The way the pin works is that there are certain people who will give you pins if you let them through. They never have the credentials to get through, but if you let them anyway, they will give you that little pin. And what can I say? I'm a sucker for helping people out, so